State senators gathered in Lincoln today to talk about issues they'll be facing in the upcoming legislative session.
And many of the problems are ones that have been talked about for years. So how do they plan to address them? Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Rachel Miner has more details on our top story tonight.
The 2019 legislative session is almost 3 months away, but senators are already working on some of the biggest issues facing the states. Topping that list, health care and property tax relief. So how do they plan to address those issues? I spoke to a few senators to find out. Dozens of state senators arrived at the Lincoln Country Club Wednesday morning, ready to talk about the problems they'll be addressing in next year's legislative session. Most of the unicameral's 49 members were in attendance for the event, as well as a few candidates running for Senate seats. Senator Mike Hilgers from Lincoln did not shy away from addressing one of the state's biggest issues.
Going forward to next year, I think we know a lot of what the big issues are. You know, how do we tackle our tax environment? How do we ensure that the property tax issue that we all hear about is addressed?
Nebraska farmers have said for years the state's high property taxes are crippling their farms. Senator Hilger says he wants farmers to know their complaints are not going unheard.
We're doing everything we can in the legislature to give them some relief. We understand how important it is, the work that they do for Nebraska, both culturally and economically, and we've got to help them as much as we can.
Aside from property taxes, several senators addressed the need for Medicaid expansion in the state. Senator Adam Moorfield from Omaha has been a big supporter of expanding Medicaid, saying the move would keep taxpayer money in the state.
I think the better question is how can we not expand Medicaid? We're already paying $500 million a year in Nebraska taxpayer dollars into the federal government, and we're not seeing any of that come back to our state, but it's going to other states.
Voters will decide if they want to expand Medicaid or not in November. When I asked Senator Moorfield what he would do if the measure failed, he said failure was not an option. All the senators know they have a lot of work ahead of them this legislative session, but everyone said they're excited to get to work and make sure Nebraskans continue to live the good life. Reporting in Lincoln, Rachel Miner, Channel 8 Eyewitness News.